has always been Yoruba. There is no history. There is nothing. Are you telling me Ikorodu is Awori or Abulegba or Ikeja? Are you telling me those places are have historical Aworis? Or Lagos has always been the traditionally the areas around the island has been the Aworis, has been the returnees, the settlers. But their mainland place that you are talking about has been Lagos. So when somebody says 5%, that barely 5% is Lagos population, it seems very strange to me because I grew up in this Lagos. I have friends that are Lagosians that live in Ikorodu. I have friends that live in Abulegba that are Lagosians. The mere fact that they are not that have that have lived there for 200 years. If you go to Ishaka, there's a particular burial ground in Ishaka that when you look at the dates on it, you will see 1690 something, you will see 1790 something. Different dates on different burial ground, all Yoruba names, Yoruba kings. Those places are Yoruba, part of Lagos State. Now, by the time we keep going back and forth, during the last election, I'm a Yoruba guy, which is why this conversation is touches me a bit. During the last election, I came out, I voted for Obi. And Yoruba people like me were calling me fool, because of the whole rhetoric of Lagos is no man land, Lagos is this, Lagos is that. It's, I felt it wasn't part of the agenda of the election. So I went out, I voted. But for the rhetoric to continue, especially in the situation where the predominant people living there don't like it, for the rhetoric to continue, it would always lead to a pushback. Lagos traditionally has been a welcoming place. So has been everywhere in Yoruba land. If you go to Ekiti State now, the capital, Ado Ekiti, Igbos are more own most of the choice properties there. Nobody fights them to buy. Nobody says you shouldn't settle. Nobody says you shouldn't. But by the time it seems you are challenging the authority of people that you met there, then people will always push back. It's not the whole rhetoric can die down and Nigeria will move on its own. But if this rhetoric continues, Lagos is no man's land, very soon they'll say it is no man's land. Or Ado it is no man's land because Igbos own all the properties in the capital. If you go there today, you will see what I'm saying. Or you go to Ogun State and you say, Ogun is no man's land because we own properties there. Then the people there, I keep on telling people that if there's a civil war today, what happened in Yoruba land whereby most people's properties were given back to them, nobody stole from anybody, it won't happen again because everybody will look at it that this is our opportunity to take back what we own. Because there's this enmity that is already sown and it's based on speech. It's not based on violence, it's based on speech. So we can tone down the rhetoric, we can move on, we can live with ourselves, but we can't have it both ways. That's the truth.
Okay.
If the rhetoric stops,